Now on for a disturbing examination inside the mind of the suicide bomber, including footage of suicide bombings which some viewers may find upsetting.
ما فيش عندي كان خوف.
There is no fear.
إنه لما أجي أفجر حالي
Just before I blow myself up,
وانطلع روحي عن ربي.
I surrender to God.
لما أفجر حالنا
There is no pain.
ما بنتوجع. إن كلنا
I'm blown to pieces.
بتطير شعر. أنا بتطير شعر صغير. ما
I
بحبش.
turn into pieces and feel no pain.
The suicide bomber is a new and frightening figure of our time. For most of us, the idea of a suicide attack is as incomprehensible as it is repugnant. It is an inhumane crime. In this film, we will see the world through the eyes of the suicide bombers. Israel has experienced over 120 suicide attacks in the last 3 years alone, more than any other country. Inside its prisons are close to 100 suicide bombers, whose bombs failed to explode or who were arrested before they could press the button. Until now, Israeli authorities have been reluctant to grant access to them, worried that giving the bombers a voice would in effect be rewarding them. After months of negotiation, we were finally given access to 5 prisoners, 3 suicide bombers whose missions had failed, and 2 men who built the bombs and recruited the bombers. All 5 had just finished interrogation, and all consented to the interviews. The first one I met was Muhammad Abu Tayyun, a 17-year-old boy who entered Israel with a bag full of explosives, but suffered doubts and returned home. He was arrested several days later. What I want to talk to you about is why you wanted to conduct a martyr operation.
هو بده يعرف يعني كيف أخذت القرار وأني بتسوي العملية.
وما شجعنيش. أنا كنت أشجع حالي.
It was my decision.
إنه الشهادة بروح عند رب شهيد بموت.
Martyrdom leads us to God.
نستشهد بدناش إحنا الحياة.
I want to become a martyr. I don't want this life.
بنعيش فيها مبسوطين.
I want to be with God, to enjoy the second life.
ناخذ إيش ما بدنا.
I want to go to paradise where there is happiness and joy, where there are no problems.
كل شيء بناخذ.
There I get all I want. I get to be with the 70 virgins.
نفضل الشعب الفلسطيني نموت.
Here our life is full of problems. We Palestinians prefer to die, just kill ourselves, rather than live this worthless life.
إن حياتنا على الفاضي.
Our life is worthless.
زي جسم على الفاضي. جسم على الفاضي.
We are hollow bodies leading a pointless life.
ما فيش عندنا انبساط من الرحلة.
Israelis enjoy their life.
بنبسطوا.
They go out at night, they have cafes and nightclubs. They travel all over the world. They go to America and Britain. We can't even leave Palestine.
האוטובוס מגיע לכאן, הצומת, אל חלקו המערבי של הצומת, הוא עוברו את התחנות, את שתי התחנות, הוא מבקש מאוד לקחת את המחלקה קצת ימינה.
We arrived at the suicide bombing just after the wounded had been evacuated. It was the 27th bus bombing since the Second Intifada began.
הגבוה השני מכאן. שם מחזק את עצמו המחבל. בלחצו על כביש האוטובוס. כתוצאה מן הפיצוץ הזה, האוטובוס מתדרדר לאחור ומגיע נפגע במקום שבו הוא נמצא כעת. רוב הנפגעים, ההרוגים והפצועים קשה הם מן הנוסעים שישבו בחלקו הקדמי של האוטובוס, והעובדה הזאת מובילה את החוקרים להערכה שהמחבל ישב או עמד בחלקו הקדמי של האוטובוס, שם הוא פוצץ את עצמו. אני מצליח לראות...
Did he not think about if he would go to his maker, what that bomb would do to the people around him?
فكرت
I was thinking
عن الشنطة يعني
there were nails in the bomb. If I get on the bus and blow myself up, the bus will be burnt and the nails will hurt and kill people. As they kill us, we should kill them. They started the Intifada, not us. They started the Intifada when they started shooting and killing people in our Aqsa mosque. They must bear the responsibility.
Forensic teams search in the rubble for clues, while religious Orthodox recovery teams pick up every piece of flesh, even wiping up the blood to ensure its proper burial. Later, the municipal cleanup crews, amongst the many Israeli Arabs and Palestinians, will sweep up the debris and cart the bus off. When you decided to do it, how did they tell you to do the operation? What were you instructed to do?
لازم أشتري واعي
They said I should get some new clothes,
أصور
get a haircut,
أفلم
be filmed,
بعدين
then take the bag.
أخذ الشنطة
It was a gun before,
وكانت قبل السلاح
and go to the settlement.
Mohammed's handlers had